Black people, black people, black people, black people, do not leave this earth without coming back home. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you missed me because I miss you guys. Could not wait to do this video. We're gonna get into it. Also, if you're a new subscriber, definitely welcome. Come sit down, get comfortable because we have good chats over here. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. My goal is to monetize this channel and I need your guys' help. I need your help. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 core hacks to travel to Nigeria stress-free so that when you get on that plane, you can ensure that you're not wasting money, you're not doing anything wrong, you're not having to be stopped, not boarded, anything that will stop you from getting to Nigeria. I'm gonna show you what you need to do so that you can get there in one piece with everything, period. So let's get into it. So the very first step is to definitely, if you can, take your COVID test literally the day of your trip if you can. You can go to CVS, get a free AG antigen test. It's a rapid test that you can use to travel. Try to get it the day of your trip. What I did was my trip was booked later in the day, which is good because I hate long flights. So if I know I'm going out of the country, I book my ticket so that I can leave late at night. That way, when I get on the plane, I'm asleep, I'm knocked out. By the time I wake up, it's the next day, and I'm either there or closer to being there. I'm there in the morning the next day. So definitely, if you can, book your COVID test because you never know when you're traveling if your flight may get delayed, if you had to go through a whole different country other than your own. Like me, for example, my flight left from New Jersey to Germany, but coming from New Jersey, my flight was delayed for operational issues. My entire layover in Germany. And once I got to Germany, I missed my flight to Nigeria. And I had to go through London, which I was totally fine with that. However, that was another country that had COVID regulations that I had to make sure my test was so fresh for. So I took 2 COVID tests. I took one the day before my trip, late in the evening at like 5:40 p.m. And I took another one that morning at like 9:20 in the morning, just so that I can have a fresh COVID test. So if you can, make sure you take that test the day of if you can. And if you can't, the latest. Sometimes CVS will allow you to take a COVID test roughly around like 7 p.m. depending on where you are. Also, if you are fully vaccinated, make sure you check the travel guidelines because I saw a lot of people getting turned away. A lot of people could not board. A lot of people were stuck or had to pay like, COVID tests in different countries and stuff. COVID tests are like $200. Only select places do COVID testing for free. And I know Verify, CVS is one. I've been going to CVS for a long time. I think Walmart is one too. But when you're in the airport, you need a COVID test now. You're going to pay whatever it is. And last time I heard a COVID test is like $200 in Germany. So definitely, if you're fully vaccinated, see if that country will allow you to still come and if you need a COVID test or not. Be smart about it because a lot of countries are like, we get that you have a COVID, vaccination, but we still want that negative COVID result. So definitely look into that. Complete your declaration of health before you even leave. I did my declaration of health the day before I left. That's why I took my COVID test the day before I left, so that I can go ahead and get it done because there's some people who are saying that they have a hard time filling out the form, they get confused. And actually, I went on YouTube and it was a guy there that was showing you how to fill the form out. Make sure when you fill that form out, you make the payment. Last time I checked, it was $105. Now it went up. And I think 105 is like 42,500 in Naira. I don't know. Don't quote me. But please don't. However, the test, did go up. So make sure you do that and you get that QR code. You cannot leave the United States without that QR code. In Germany, you're gonna need that QR code. And then if you get shipped somewhere else because of any flight issues, you'll need that QR code. Prime example, my flight from New Jersey to Germany, which Germany was my transit, was delayed. They had to ship us to, and it was me and other people, had to ship us to London. Now, with that being said, Germany didn't check to see if my QR code was paid for. Because once you sign up, you get a QR code, but you have to pay or the QR code is invalid. So Germany didn't, I don't know if they checked or not, but it was some people on the trip who QR code wasn't paid for, but Germany let them go by. However, when we got to London, London said, we're not letting you board until that QR code is paid for. And a lot of people were stuck. A lot of people couldn't board. A lot of people couldn't do a lot of things. So make sure that QR code is paid for in full. It's 2 pages, one with all the information, and the last page it'll say your name, paid in green or unpaid. So make sure you do that. That's non-negotiable. I've seen people not be able to board and get stuck because they haven't done that. I don't want that to be you. Additional from the QR code. Now, use this information at your own risk. I'm not recommending, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying, here's a dime, pick it up if you want to. It's whatever you choose to do with this information. Now, when you do your QR code, you're required to take a test. And at the time, this is what was required at the time. Now it has changed. At the time, you were required to take a test day 7. However, because my trip was delayed, it only delayed me like a day. I had to reschedule. My test was supposed to be on Sunday, but I had to reschedule for Monday. I think Monday. However, when I rescheduled it, no one batted an eye to say, oh, has it been 7 days? Has it didn't? The facility I went to seemed like it didn't matter. It was just like, hey, you paid. We're going to do this COVID test. I'm saying if it were me and I was staying at most 2 weeks, I would not take the day 7. I would schedule my test to take it a little further. However, that is what I would do. I'm not recommending anybody else do it. It's whatever you want to do. If I'm staying more than 2 weeks, I'm going to take the test on day 7 and then one when I leave. However, it's whatever you want to do. I decided to just take the test closer to when it was time for me to leave. I didn't want to have to pay twice. And I also did not want to have to, take 2 COVID tests because I'm going to be honest, the way they do the COVID test there, that PRC test, is like how when COVID tests first came out in the US and people were scared and they're like, oh my gosh, you're swabbing your brain. That's how they do the COVID test. They swab your mouth and then they go first of all, not even your mouth, throat, and go so far up in your nose, like to the point of no return. I didn't like that. And that's what they do. So I took my test the day before I left. Mind you, I stayed in Nigeria maybe 10 days. And I took it the day before I left. Because I was not going to take that too many. And also, they require you to self-isolate, but no one's really checking. Mind you, this is my experience, so I'm not sure how many hacks that was. I lost count. But another thing is, when you're packing to go to Nigeria, my biggest fear was I don't want my bags to get lost. It's already a hassle tracking your bags domestically. Internationally, can't even imagine. Because my bags got to Nigeria before I did, I thought about this. I work from home, so that's amazing. What I did was, all my work equipment and majority of my clothes, I put them in a carry-on so that they're with me anywhere I go, so that if something happens, I have clothes I can put on and I have my work so I can work. Any other thing like my liquid goods, I just put them in my check-in, and then some other clothes. So definitely do that. Do that, please. I can't stress that enough because my bags got to Nigeria before I did. It landed in Abuja. when I tried to go to the claims in Abuja, I just feel like it was like a little faulty, the way they were handling things. And they filled out a claim form. I didn't have much confidence that they would find my bag, but my bag was behind me the whole time. They were like, oh, there goes your bag. And I'm like, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever. So definitely, if you can, put all your personal stuff in a carry-on, and then check any other things, essentials, your liquid goods, just check them in for sure. And then you'll be good. With these hacks, you guys, you will be all right. I was able to travel. And another thing, and I know I keep saying I'm done, but another thing, when you're traveling, please print out everything. Print out your QR code, your declaration of health, that's 2 pages. Print out your test results for your COVID. I printed out 2 copies in case you need to keep one, you need to keep whatever. I printed those out. I printed out receipt of payment showing that I paid for my PRC, PCR test. I'm not sure. It's P, a C, and a R is with it. I'm not sure the C coming for the R, the R coming for C. But I printed out that. I made sure I had my yellow fever card. Everything that I needed, including your passport, of course, I had that. Another secret hack, if you can, when you get your visa, and I said it in the last video, and I know I'm getting a little rowdy, but it's just like, please, you guys, if you can wait for your visa as a U.S. citizen to get into Nigeria, you wait, because my visa came, and I paid $400 something for my visa, and it showed that I only paid $160, which means that, of course, the embassy or the place I got it from, they pocket some of that money. I could have saved money by just paying regular. However, with COVID and my trip coming so soon, you just never know when you'll need it. However, if you can wait, pay that $160. Also, I would not trust getting a visa on arrival. Having a visa and going through different countries itself is so much. A visa on arrival to me is a gamble. It's like you could or you possibly can't. I just rather have a visa in my passport already there, so I don't have to worry about anything. Please try as much as you can to not have to do a visa on arrival, because some countries don't care how things are. They're like, hey, this is what we need, and we need it, and blah, blah, blah. Brooklyn, I see you. My dog is something else. So definitely look into just getting your visa. Other than that, you guys, if I think of something else, I'll come in another video. I am going to make several other videos today to hold you guys over about my experience at Frankfurt, Germany airport. Would not recommend. Horrible, just all over the place. I'm going to explain to you why. It's so bad. When I go back, I'm going to try my best not to have to fly there, because I don't understand what's going on with Germany in the times, but it's just, I did not feel welcome there. And I'm going to go in a whole video about that. And I have another juicy video for you guys too. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. If you look in the description box, I have my Instagram there. And if you go to my page, you'll see my Nigeria travel tab under my highlights. And it'll show you all the fun things I've been doing. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.